来たか 1, 2, 3, 4 Yes!
Yo-kai Watch Puni Puni.
Puni players, Robbett here. We're finally back with another event, and it's extreme. The Ohajiki gasha is here, and at the beginning of the event, there's a drop rate up for Last Shogun King and Madmoaiselle. Both yokai have special abilities during the event, so take this opportunity to try and get them. It's the Moonlit Flatpot Plains Ohajiki. Every once in a while, after clearing a stage on the event map, you can play Ohajiki with Helmsman. In addition, Extreme Shogunyan may also appear. During the Ohajiki battle, if the time limit expires, the enemy will escape. The next time you meet them, be careful as hit points will have recovered. Depending on the number of battles you've played with Extreme Shogunyan, you'll be able to get a reward such as Extreme Soul Secrets and the exclusive Extreme Shogunyan himself. Each time you fight a round of battle during Ohajiki, you'll receive Y points. Whenever you defeat an enemy, you'll get bonus Y points. If you defeat a lot of enemies, you can get amazing prizes. If you want to get Y points quickly, you can purchase them with real money. In the Y point shop, you can exchange Y points for skill secrets, energy drinks, and exclusive yokai. During the event, you can force an Ohajiki battle with Helmsman once per day. That capability resets each day at 4 AM Japan time, which is noon Pacific or 9 PM in Germany. In order to play Ohajiki battles, you need energy. When you battle, you can choose to use 10 or 50 energy. Energy refills once per 5 minutes until you're full. Alternately, you can purchase energy drinks in 50 or 260 sizes with real money if you run out. During the Ohajiki, several yokai will help with the enemies. When battling Helmsman, Madmoaiselle does 16 times normal damage. Last Shogun King will do 9 times normal damage. When battling Extreme Shogunyan, Last Shogun King will also do 9 times normal damage. DoScalibur will do 8 times normal damage. During all Ohajiki battles, Extreme Shogunyan will give a bonus to Y points. Event missions have been added that give various rewards including soul secrets and Y points. Let's check out the event gasha. We have 3 passes, Kirakoma, Trivia, and Columbus. 4 SS ranks headlined by Last Shogun King, who currently has a rate up and is definitely the gasha yokai you want to get for Ohajiki. There are 15 S ranks, and Madmoaiselle is at the top. She's the other event yokai available in the gasha and another must want. The other 14 S ranks, 14 A ranks, and 14 B ranks are all past event yokai with some utility, but it's time to get what we came for. Depending on the event type, I try to grind more or less, and during the Gates of Whimsy and Snack World collabs, I tried really hard because of the events like Ohajiki, where it's significantly more difficult to get Y points. The net result, I almost got to 500,000, which should hold me for a while. That is, until gasha luck like this. I've had my good runs, so this was bound to happen. We're fast forwarding like crazy because we're not going to see either of those 2 yokai for a while. What you've been watching is 130 cranks. Let's see what these next 10 bring. Number 138 brings Madmoaiselle. Madmoaiselle is a mysterious S-rank single attacker and healer. During the Ohajiki, she gives a bonus against Helmsman. Back to the fast forwarding. I'm going to fast forward 90 more cranks. That will be a total of 230. During that time, I'll get Madmoaiselle 4 more times, which is kinda funny, but not really. At the end of those 90 cranks, I'll decide that I'm wasting Ohajiki energy, and we're just gonna go play. on to the main event. Extreme Shogunyan pops up. He talks about battles, resurrection, the netherworld. It's all serious stuff. Of course, Whisper is worried. He also notes upcoming battles against Helmsman and Extreme Shogunyan. I think he's cheating and reading the Puni notices. The first stage is not against Helmsman, rather it's Armsman, the one without a head or helm. You'll notice the rather odd team I'm fighting with, and it'll change a little bit throughout this video, but this is my Helmsman Ohajiki team. I've got Madmoaiselle in there for Ohajiki bonus, and I'd have Last Shogun King. You know, if I was able to pull him from the gasha. Then I've got a veritable who's who of powerful, tribe-unifying, shady yokai, and my trusty Yo-kai Watch, which gives them a bonus. Oh, and Enma Awoken for the super unity. The goal of all of them is simply to create as much damage as possible against the brave Helmsman. I tend to forget to switch teams before Ohajiki battles, so for now, I'm just leaving them on. There goes Armsman. Straight up, one battle, one befriending. Nice. Armsman is a tough, D-rank center popper. Immediately after the first stage, our first Ohajiki battle appears. It's going to give us a play-by-play. First, hit the big red button with Helmsman on it. You then get two choices, to battle Helmsman or to help friends with their battles. Next, you get the normal battle start screen where you can cancel, change your team, or start the battle. Now we have a choice of using 10 energy or 50 energy. The benefit to using 50 energy is that you do 6 times normal damage, so it's like using 10 energy 6 times. Unless you screw up, in which case it's like using 10 energy 6 times and doing badly in all of them. Under no circumstances should you use the 50 energy for the first battles, it would be a huge waste. Don't use it until you get a sense of how much damage you can do with 10 energy. This is the Ohajiki Battlefield. Ohajiki is kind of like shuffleboard with targets and obstacles. You can flick your yokai in any direction. You can also move its starting point left and right. The goal is to hit the targets and bubbles that look like your yokai. If there are any purple bubbles, avoid those, they'll slow your yokai down and take away damage. In the upper right is the enemy's hit points and how much damage you're going to do. With Madmoaiselle, I'm going to absolutely crush him. Since we hit every target, we also got a perfect, which bumped up the damage to 1775. And with that, Helmsman is defeated. If we had needed to do more damage, we'd get to use the other yokai on our team as well. Also, we got Y points for the battle, as well as a bonus for the defeat. Then we got some rewards for the defeat as well. Now we'll move along the map, skipping any stages without yokai, and you'll notice an orange flash anytime we trigger another Ohajiki battle. Helmsman's hit points definitely go up with each battle, but they're manageable, something that won't be true of Extreme Shogunyan. Speaking of which, guess who just showed up? Level 1 Extreme Shogunyan has 1800 hit points. He also only hangs around for 30 minutes, which is half the time limit of Helmsman. Shall we battle? I told you I forget to check my team before Ohajiki battles, and this time is no different. Despite having neither of the bonus yokai for Extreme Shogunyan, Madmoaiselle is a bad choice, and I should have subbed her out, but it'll be okay. Just like the stages on the event map, the farther you go in Ohajiki, the more difficult the battles will become. This one looks like there's a lot going on, but if you can shoot straight up the middle, you're golden. If you're wondering how to shoot your yokai exactly where you want, one word, ruler. Just make sure it's made of a material that doesn't make your phone or tablet think you're touching the screen. This one is definitely going to need an angled shot, and you can see me going back and forth assessing that angle over and over. For these rounds where you have to bounce off the wall, you're much better off going a little extra and undershooting the target, because the reflection off the wall never quite seems to go the way you think. bad Robbett. Straight up the middle one more time, and I'm back to being perfect. This one has a slight angle at the end, but for whatever reason, I decide it's good enough and go straight up the middle. Using Madmoaiselle really cost me though, and Helmsman's got a tiny sliver of hit points left. Regrettably, we'll go back and use another 10 energy. If you have friends on your account, they can also help you out in a situation like this. Nevertheless, it's a quick battle and he's out of hit points. Extreme Shogunyan says something stern to us, I'm sure, and then we're back to the event map. Before that next stage though, we need Last Shogun King. Extreme Shogunyan is going to get harder and harder. Maybe just one more 10 crank? That's 9 capsules down. 1 bouncing capsule to go. Last Shogun King, you old so-and-so. This huge, red Shogun King variant from the Japanese arcade is a brave SS rank attack and defense booster. His skill makes it so there's a chance bonus balls will fall instead of his puni, and he gives a damage bonus against both Helmsman and Extreme Shogunyan Ohajiki battles during the event. We're running 1-for-1 stages in Helmsman, which is a great thing. For now, let's check out the event shop quickly. DoScalibur is right there at the top for 3200 Y points, but he doesn't unlock until we've defeated Helmsman 40 times. Otherwise, there are energy drinks, coins, charms, books, and yokai, including Helmsman as well, unlockable at level 7. On the second tab, there are specifically 7 items, one for each level of Extreme Shogunyan you defeat. Extreme Shogunyan is only available after you've beaten him 7 times. The third tab is for friend rewards, a type of points you get for helping friends with Ohajiki. A few more stages on the map. Let's do a friend battle so you can see what it's like. Instead of choosing to battle Helmsman if he's around, you choose the friends button. Now you've got a choice of all your friends that have active Ohajiki available. Picking at random will help out Alex. From there, it's the usual choice of 10 or 50 energy. Note that when you battle for a friend the first time on that specific Ohajiki battle, it doesn't say it, but it only costs 5 energy. Oops, forgot to change up my team again. Sigh. The battle is just like normal, and the difficulty is based on the level they're currently fighting. Despite the imperfect team, it's an easy win after the third yokai, and we've helped out a friend. For helping out a friend, we don't get Y points, we get friend points, spendable on that third tab in the shop. If the battle results in a defeat, we also get rewards. Interesting. While I was helping out friends, one of my friends battled and beat my level 4 Helmsman, which is what it's showing me now. It then shows me the rewards I received for the defeat. Helmsman level 5 shows up, I defeat him, and then Extreme Shogunyan level 2 shows up with 3550 hit points. Ha, look at that, I remembered. I'm now using Last Shogun King for his bonus, as well as 4 shady yokai with high attack, ultimates, and sub-tribe unity. All of them do an excellent job, and we managed to beat him with only 10 energy used. A few more stages, and level 6 shows up. I'm more interested in Blandin though, since the Snack World event showed us that NPCs can give hints about hidden stages. Blandin talks about stage 12 and fever time. Thanks, Blandin. Here on stage 12, I'm going to switch to my befriending team because I don't want to do too much damage and ensure that we'll be around for multiple fevers. This is where I play for a painfully long time, just getting into fever without actually knocking any enemies out. That's what high speed's for. we'll try 2 fevers. Indeed, 2 fevers on stage 12 is the unlock condition, and the hidden route is now open. Hidden stage 1 features Panja Pupil. Oh well. If you didn't play the KJ Bonodori event, Panja Pupil will be new to you. Hidden stage 1 is tribe restricted to Brave, Mysterious, Shady, and Wicked, and it is a no continue stage. Panja Pupil has 6,850 hit points and does 142 damage every 3 seconds. I've got him, he's maxed out, and even with my Extreme Shogunyan Ohajiki team, he's no match. Done. Level 7 Helmsman shows up, but we're on to the boss stage. Stage 13 is good old Shogunyan, the cat with the bonito blade. Unfortunately for Shogunyan, he's the boss of the first event map, which means he's got 6,500 hit points and does 270 damage every 5 seconds. I remembered to switch my team, and we hand him almost 600,000 damage just to make sure he's knocked out. We're on to the next map. We get through a few stages, and then level 8 Helmsman comes up. Defeat him, and go a few more stages. Level 9 Helmsman shows up. Defeat him, go a few more. Level 10, go a few more. Level 11. Bam! Extreme Shogunyan level 3. He's up to 7,100 hit points this time. At this point, that's still only 20 energy for my team. How cool is Last Shogun King's Ohajiki animation? Anyhow, note that what you're seeing is not normal. Everyone else in the community I've talked to playing this event is seeing far more Helmsmen show up between Extreme Shogunyan. It's a toss-up as to which way you'd prefer it, however. If you've got a lot of Helmsmen, but not many Shogunyan, then you'll get DoScalibur out of the store at level 40 and you can use them to beat Extreme Shogunyan. However, you'll have to plow through level 41 Helmsmen to get Shogunyan to spawn. If you get a lot of Shogunyan early, you won't be able to use DoScalibur against him, and you'll have to wait out Shogunyan battles after the 7th one. Either way, it's random, and you're bound to have to do a lot of waiting for energy, paying money, or having your friends help you. We finish him up, and we're back to the map. Level 12 Helmsman shows up, but I'm more interested in what Corpton has to say. He says on stage 24 we shouldn't let the enemy attack us too much. Noted. I'm going to heed Corpton's advice and just run the Sultimates right now. There we go. In order to unlock the hidden route, you need to complete the battle without being attacked 15 times by the enemy. Hidden Stage 2 features Walden. It's tribe restricted to Brave, Mysterious, Shady, Wicked, and it is a no continue stage. Walden has 12,000 hit points and attacks with 279 damage every 4 seconds. Not too shabby for a wall with a face, hands, and a roof. I'm using my Extreme Shogunyan team because it happens to fit the tribe restrictions. He's also brand spanking new, so we're going to feed him and see what happens. I get restless, don't wait for the fever that's coming any second. Sengokshi Hinoshin bounces his laser off the walls and we wave bye-bye to Walden. Except he didn't drop. What's up with that? Second time's the charm. Walden is a tough, A-rank bottom popper. While I was fighting Walden, level 12 Helmsman was defeated by friends. Thanks, folks. And while I was fighting the next stage, level 13 Helmsman was defeated by friends. Crazy. Thanks again. Apparently, level 14 had already spawned as well, so I knock him out. We're still in 10 energy territory for Helmsman. Level 15 shows up, and then it's time. Level 4 Extreme Shogunyan. 15,600 hit points. There's nothing really unique about the Shogunyan battle at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and skip it. It takes me 2 rounds of 10 energy, and then some friends graciously help out with a bunch of damage, so I avoid needing a 3rd round. We're at the boss of the 2nd map, and it's Arachneval. Actually, it's Arachneval and Total Demon. Arachneval has 6,700 hit points and 251 attack, while Total Demon has 5,200 hit points and 230 attack. Both do damage every 5 seconds and have special attacks. You can tell these guys are going to be a pain in the butt. It's been a while, probably the last Budokai, since I had to deal with web attacks that block your ultimates. It's not pretty at all, but nominal play takes out Total Demon, and then Extreme Venok one-shots Arachneval. With that, we're on to the next map. Remember how I said this shouldn't be considered normal? Level 16 Helmsman shows up, I defeat him, and here's the 5th Extreme Shogunyan. 30,750 hit points this time. I go for a 10 energy run first, but it's clear that I'm going to need 6 of those rounds if I'm averaging 5,000 damage per round. For the next one I choose 50 energy, and since I haven't gotten any energy drink drops from the battles, and I'm out of the few I got from the store, it's time to pay real money. Dear Robbett Watch viewers, this is what you have to sacrifice to get videos out quickly. To buy energy, you just use it like you would normally, and if you don't have any, it'll ask you if you want to buy some. The yellow button says yes, the purple is no. Next, it asks your age, as each age range has a yen limit per day. I'm over 20. Next, you can buy a 50 energy drink for 120 yen, or a 260 energy drink for 600 yen. While the large energy drink is a better bargain by 10 energy, anytime you have over 50 energy you don't gain energy by just sitting there, so I'm going to leave that one until later. From there, the actual payment process happens differently according to whether you're on Android or iOS. I can't show that part, my phone won't even let me record it if I wanted to, but for reference, I have a PayPal account hooked up to my Google Play account that allows me to use my American credit card with no problems. First run, and it's Last Shogun King right up the middle. Using 50 energy, we're doing 6 times normal damage, and that's 10,000 for him. But wait, it's a perfect, and it bumps it up to over 24,000 damage. Next is Last Neon Mirai, because I decided to run an all-brave team to max out tribe unity for Last Shogun King. He's got a great run up the middle filled with bonus balls, and it's more than enough to end this whole thing. Clear another stage, and there's level 17 Helmsman. Oh, and level 6 Extreme Shogunyan. Seriously, not normal. He's got 90,000 hit points. This time, I don't bother with 10 energy for hopefully obvious reasons. It's 50 energy runs from here on out, and the first one does almost 25,000 damage. Another 120 yen and another 21,000 damage, plus almost 7,500 from a friend. We get another one of those amazing Last Shogun King perfect runs, and it's only 12,000 left. Unfortunately, we end with 5,180 hit points left. It's time for one of those 10 energy runs after all. $43 hit points left? 43? I'm gonna play a stage or two and see if someone clears up that last little bit for me. There we go. Notification that level 6 Extreme Shogunyan is no more. Ooh, and we got an Extreme Soul Secrets for defeating him. Level 18 and 19 Helmsmen show up in rapid succession, and we're not even done with the map yet. You know what that means, it's level 7 Extreme Shogunyan. 269,900 hit points, 30 minutes, 44 energy, and no energy drinks remaining. This is gonna be a long one, so we're going to fast forward the whole time. Even doing that, you need to be mindful of the half-hour limit depending on how much you're doing per run. What the? No connectivity. Not okay. Switching to mobile data. Got it. I've bought the 260 energy large energy drink, and I'm doing 50 energy runs with Last Shogun King. If I had DoScalibur, this could be a lot easier, but it would still be difficult. At this point, you can tell by all the purple nuisance bubbles that things have also gotten a lot harder. Given the time constraint, you want to be fast, but you also really need to do well, or you won't do the damage you need. This is a great time to request help from friends, but since I'm doing this only a few hours into the event, everyone else is busy fighting their own battles and I don't want to bother them. For the purposes of the video, I'll end up spending just under $10 US to get Extreme Shogunyan. If I didn't want to rush to get the video out, had more patience, I would utilize friends and look for energy drink drops, but they're rare. Each round, I'm doing around 25,000 damage, sometimes more like 35,000, so it's going to take about 8 or 9 rounds altogether. Alright, after a 30,000 damage run, we've got just under 10 minutes and 10,500 hit points left. Time to save a little money, switch to 10 energy runs, and finish this out. Just 2,000 left, and someone chips in 1,000. This is it. One Last Shogun King for all the marbles. And that's it. I mean, other than actually getting Extreme Shogunyan, finding the third hidden stage, finishing the map, and battling Helmsman 21 more times to get DoScalibur, we're done. Here he is, the cat of the hour. Extreme Shogunyan is a brave SSS-rank extreme attacker who randomly selects one of your yokai to pop, and then drops more of his own puni. After using his soultimate, his skill allows his soul meter to remain filled somewhat. During the event, he gives a bonus to Y points. Let's check out his story. The spectral sword howling in the moonlit night. Extreme Shogunyan. Extreme Shogunyan and a friend were following the path of the warrior together. In a world becoming ever more peaceful, swords are unneeded, but his friend kept longing to fight and then died a noble death. Extreme Shogunyan continues to follow the path of the warrior. He's doing it for his friend who could not stand living in a peaceful world. From here on out, it's going to be stages in Helmsman. Let's get through it. Before we hit up stage 34, we're going to get Helmsman from the point shot. Helmsman is a brave D-rank attack booster. I've got my normal team here, except I've replaced Extreme Venoct with Extreme Shogunyan, and I've added Helmsman in Edison's place. The key here is just to have Helmsman on your team, because we've got a hidden stage coming up. Fast forwarding except for Extreme Shogunyan, so you can get your first peek at him. These aren't ideal circumstances at all, but still, take a look. We've opened up the hidden route, just need to clear the battle with Helmsman on your team. The 21st Helmsman shows up, and then we're on to Hidden Stage 3. This time it's Corpton, who gave us the clues about Hidden Stage 2. The stage is tribe restricted to Brave, Mysterious, Shady, and Wicked. It's no continue. He's got 31,000 hit points, and he does 414 damage every 3 seconds. He's the real deal. That being said, I've maxed him out a long time ago, and even with my Helmsman Ohajiki team, he's no match. Fear not, Robbett Watch viewers. Now we'll clear a bunch of stages, because you can see that I've got an Extreme Shogunyan Ohajiki currently active. After you've beaten him 7 times, well, you can play for Y points and defeat rewards. He's so tough that I don't think it's really worth it. Since I beat him so early in the Helmsman sequence, I'm left to wait for 30 minutes for him to disappear. This is going to happen a lot. To break things up a little, Castellius III shows up on stage 39 as the rare encounter. He might show up on other regular stages, but I've heard confirmation of stages 7, 19, 22, and obviously 39. Extreme Shogunyan does 500,000 damage. Let's see if he joins the team. Nope, I send in the befriending team and... Huh, that's never happened before. Near simultaneous befriending and death. Alright, we'll continue at super high speed. Castellius III is a tough C-rank all-attacker. Those are the rest of the stages, and we're at the end of the third map with Total Dude awoken. Oh, just like the last boss, it's actually a twofer, and we've got Arachnus awoken as well. Total Dude has 18,000 hit points and does 429 damage, while Arachnus has 12,000 hit points and does 301 damage. Both attack each 5 seconds. Oh, and there's that web attack again. Check this out. Extreme Shogunyan takes him out behind a shoji screen and roughs him up. Pretty cool. One more Extreme Shog, and we're in the clear. Alright, Extreme Shogunyan, check. Hidden stages, check. All maps cleared, check. Just 18 more Helmsmen to go. It only took me a few hours to get Extreme Shogunyan, but it was another 8 before I had to go to bed and wait out my 6th or 7th Extreme Shogunyan. Early the next morning I woke up and forced the 40th Helmsman. 32,450 hit points. He's no Extreme Shogunyan, but that's a healthy number. I used a 50 energy on him, and I had just under 1,200 hit points left. Time for a final 10 energy run for the Moonlit Flatpot Plains Ohajiki. With that, it's finally time to get the big guy out of the shop. DoScalibur's actually the sword, not the guy. DoScalibur is a shady SS-rank auto slasher. His skill fills his soul meter when other soultimates are used. Also, he gives a big damage bonus to Extreme Shogunyan during Ohajiki. Wouldn't that have been nice? One last thing, we have to try out Extreme Shogunyan for real, right? I'm flooding the board with him, and I've got all 3 super boosters, including the new Demon Dare Falcon from Snack World.
Cut out.
1.48 million damage, 83 million score. Not bad. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to spend 10 energy on the like button. For all the latest Puni Puni information, subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitter. Until the next video, keep flicking Ohajiki.